banner. So we can chant three loud Hari Bol for Prabhuji. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Prabhuji has been practicing Krishna consciousness for the past 25 plus years, and he has vast experience in preaching to varied audience from youth, grihasthas, brahmacharis. He has covered, over this 35 years, he has covered all kind of audiences in many geographies. He has gone to Middle East, all around India, and different preaching. So it's our great fortune that we have Prabhuji with us for this program. And Prabhuji has been the inspiration for many people practicing Krishna consciousness in India and in the Middle East. So Prabhuji goes off and on to many trips with devotees. And I think it's recently, for the past 3-4 years, Prabhuji has been taking devotees to many holy places, and many have stepped into devotional service because of those introductions. So we are deeply grateful for Prabhuji's appearance here. Thank you, Prabhuji, for gracing us with knowledge. in this Kartik month. Krishna, for the first time, he went for grazing in this month. And he stole butter for the first time in this month. And he delivered the 2 Yamala trees in this month. Krishna lifted Govardhan in this month. Gopis performed the Kartyayani Puja to attain Krishna in this month. And Lord Ramachandra returned to Ayodhya victoriously in this month. This is a very special and attractive month in a calendar. Sometimes in the shopping mall, you get a discount on particular season, particular festival, there is a discount going on. In the same way, this month is very, very pleasing to Lord Krishna. So any austerity, any tapasya, any puja part you perform in this month will get extra benefit, will fetch you extra benefit. If you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra in this month, the blessings which you receive will be 10 times, 100 times more than what you will get from the other months. In Skanda Puran, Krishna says, Kartika month is very, very dear to me. So this month did not get shelter. There was a great Apsara called Kritika who is in charge of this month. It is very mysterious to understand that in spiritual world, the mountains are living beings, the trees are living beings, time is a living being, and even stones and pebbles are living beings. And month Kritika is also a living being. But somehow, Western people, they don't understand this. I don't know whether you have been to Rameshwaram. If you have been to Rameshwaram, you can see that Setu Bandhana, the bridge between India and Lanka. How many of you have seen that bridge between India and Lanka? Many of you have seen. Even in Google, you can search, you can see that track, that trail of land. But if you see the Western map, the bridge is called Adam's Bridge. You open your Google, you can check your map, you can see that Ramasetu is called Adam's Bridge. In Europe, you have Adam's Peak, you have Adam's Canal. The first man, as per Bible, is Adam. So the Westerners have got a theory, they've got a philosophy that if they can't find out origin of something, they will call it the Adams. Adam's Peak, Adam's Bridge, Adam's Canal, if they can't find out the source of it, if they can't find the origin of it, they will call it the Adam's Bridge, which is completely wrong. The bridge was built by Lord Ramachandra. So everything in the spiritual world is a living being. So the month Kritika is also a living being. Every month was given shelter by different gods. But Kritika, there was nobody to patronize Kritika. There was no one to sponsor Kritika. All the other months, different personalities took over. For example, the month of Cancer, that Capricorn. In Malayalam they say Karkadaga. I don't know what do they say in North. Karkadaga, what do they say in North? Month of Cancer. So that month, Yamaraja took that month in his custody. So all the 12 months, 11 months, different personalities took over the 11 months, but nobody was there to take over Kritika. So this Kritika felt very upset and she went to Narayana and said, nobody is there to patronize me. So what to do? So Lord Narayana said, don't worry, I will patronize you. Then any kind of puja, part, tapasya done in this month will fetch hundreds and hundreds of times more benefit. Kritika said, that's not enough. I want something very high. I want something sublime. I want the primary benediction. Then Krishna blessed Kritika saying that if anyone listens or hears or speaks or remembers the Bala Līla of Krishna in this month, they will be delivered from the clutches of Maya. So this month, ISKCON, members of ISKCON, they meet people, they introduce Bala Līla of Krishna, encourage people to chant Krishna's holy name, encourage people to listen about Krishna's Bala Līla childhood pastimes, and in this way, people get delivered. And this is happening across the globe because the great sages Satyavrata Muni in the first Yuga, he said, anybody who remembers Bala Līla in this month, they are very blessed, they are blessed ones. That's why in the song we sing, Idam Deva Purnata Gopala Bala Sadame Manasya Virastam Kimanya Idam Deva Purnata Gopala Bala. If somebody can capture Krishna, Bala Krishna in their heart, what more they want? I am sure many of you, or maybe everyone in this hall, would have gone to Guruvayur temple. How many of you have been to Guruvayur? Almost everybody. Is there anyone who had not been to Guruvayur temple? You have not been? You should give Kerala, Prabhu. If you are living in Kerala, at least once you should go to Guruvayur. You know? So around 100 kilometers from Guruvayur, there was a great devotee, very elderly Brahmana. He was living, and his name was Putana, a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Every Ekadashi, he was living 100 kilometers away from Guruvayur temple. And every Ekadashi day, he will physically walk 100 kilometers and come and take darshan of Lord Krishna. And throughout the way, he will be singing glories of the Lord, he will be chanting mantra, and this is his regular program. Every Ekadashi he used to do. So, gradually he became very elderly, he became very old, his body is not cooperating, he was physically unfit. So once he came in a bullock cart and he told Krishna, my dear Lord, this is my last visit. I am at the feeble, fragile end of my life. I don't know how far I will survive, how many more years I will survive. So my Lord, please consider this as my last visit. And when Buddha was praying like that, he was feeling so intent. He was feeling so separated. He started crying and he felt so heavy. He just got inside the Buddha cart and he was going back. And on the way, he was weeping and praying to Krishna. I feel so sad that I decided that I shouldn't take darshan of you hereafter, or I will not be, I will be. So he was feeling so sad and he was crying. And on the way, somebody spoke to him from the back, from behind, from the Buddha cart. So the Buddha, the great devotee, turned back and saw Krishna sitting in the Buddha cart and smiling. And Krishna told Buddha, I don't live in temples. I don't live in the deities also. Wherever my devotees are glorifying me, I am with them. And even today, you go to Buddha's house, which is 100 kilometers away from Guruvayur, there is another Guruvayurappan temple, Krishna temple, right in front of Buddha's house. And that particular Vigraha, Murti, deity, was not carved by any sculpture. It is a self-manifested Swayambhu Krishna who walked with Buddha. So that's why the Acharya said, out of all the Leelas, pastimes of Krishna, the Bala Leela is the sweetest one. And that too in this particular month, anybody who sings, who praises, who chants, who remembers, they will all be blessed by Lord Krishna. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Bolo Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki. Thank you. So, this is not a myth. These are all not mythical stories. Our Bhagavatam, Ramayana, all these Puranas are historical books. That's why Acharya said, Pratima nahi tu Sākṣāt bhajendra nandana. Krishna, you are not an idol, you are not a murti. Sākṣāt Brajendra Nandana, son of Nanda Maharaja. So if somebody sees Krishna as a stone, for them Krishna will relate as a stone. But if somebody sees Krishna as their dear Lord, Lord will manifest in that way. I would like to share a real Līla which happened around 50 years back in Vrindavan, a real Līla. It is not a Puranical story, it's a real Līla. In many states in India, whenever the daughter gets married, they give the girl a small baby Krishna's, Vigraha. It is quite common in Gujarat, common in Rajasthan, and many places in Uttar Pradesh and Himachal, many of the states. When the daughter gets married, the parents will give the small baby Krishna. Small, if they are very rich, they will give in gold, sometimes in silver, or sometimes in brass, bronze, according to their capacity. Sometimes these murtis are hereditary. It was worshipped by their mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers and been there for parampara together. So anybody in this hall got baby Krishna at the time of your wedding? No one? I said, you got it. Alright, two couple have got it. Blessed. What you got? Two buffaloes. So they got baby Krishna. And the couple, or especially the ladies, they will respect that murti so much. And every day they will perform puja for Thakur, they do Abhisheka, and they are, dress him up nicely with decorate him with beautiful ornaments, and they will offer bhoga, milk sweets. So these are all regular custom. And a lady, she had been worshipping this murti for more than 30-40 years, and she became pretty old. And she was not able to take care of the deity, and her hands were shivering and all. This is a real story. This is a history. This has happened. Then this old lady's son got married. He got married to a modern girl from a city and things like that. And when the daughter-in-law entered the house, this old lady, she brought this baby Krishna, a murti of baby Krishna, and handed that over to her daughter-in-law and said, from today onwards, you should take care of Krishna, you should serve Krishna, you should consider him to be your prananatha, your beloved. And this girl, she was not used to these kind of customs, but still, she sincerely tried to do something. But one day, by mistake, she carelessly handed that murti, and that worshipping murti which her mother-in-law was worshipping for 50, 60 years, slipped from her hand and fell on the ground. And that lady felt, the elderly lady felt like a shock. She couldn't bear that, she couldn't bear that, she couldn't witness that. She was very upset and she told her son, something has happened to my son, to my baby Krishna. Please go, immediately go and bring the doctor. I want to check, something has gone wrong. And the son said, how will I go and explain all these things to a doctor? Mama, they will think you are crazy. This is just a murti. Nothing will happen. You see, there is no damage. You can continue worshipping. But the elderly mother said, nothing doing. You bring the doctor or I am going to starve. I will not eat food. I will not drink water. And the elderly mother became so adamant, the son couldn't help. So he went and met a known doctor. And he told the doctor, this is what has happened. The murti got slipped from my wife's hand and my mother is very upset. She has stopped eating, stopped drinking water. You just come and pacify her. If the doctors say, they will believe. And the doctor said, okay, he agreed in the elderly mother, I will help her. He just agreed and he came home. He came home and he took that murti in his hand and he examined here and there and said, Mama, kuch nahi hua. Everything is perfect. Look at your Lord, he is smiling. He's very strong. Nothing, no damage. You can continue worshiping. And the elderly mother said, what stupid doctor? How are you checking the murti? Use your stethoscope and check. And the doctor thought, okay, anyway, I will satisfy her. Why to argue with her? So he put a stethoscope and he took that murti Krishna, the baby form of Krishna in his hand, and he kept his stethoscope. His heartbeat stopped. For the first time in life, the doctor could hear the heartbeat from the murti. He got shocked. This has never happened in history. Because that elderly lady was so faithfully, so lovingly worshipped, Krishna actually was there present in that murti. That's why Acharya say, Pratima Nahitu, you are not an idol, you are not a murti. Sākṣāt Prajendra Nandana. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gītā, Ye yatham mam prapadyante tam stataiva vajamyaham. The way you approach me, in the same way, similarly, I will reciprocate with you. If you see Krishna as a stone, he will relate to you as a stone. If you see him as a metal, he will relate as a metal. If you see him as a beautiful painting, he will relate to you as a painting. But if you see him as a Lord, my Lord, then Krishna will relate to you as a person. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavatam, Shukadev Goswami has written, Saharamena Keshava Adimatyani Bhagavan Buddha Kapata Manushaha. In Kali Yuga, he appeared as a normal human being, and people think that he is a normal human being, but he is not a normal human being. Adimatyani Bhagavan, he is Bhagavan beyond everything. So when we relate to him in that way, he will relate, he will reciprocate in a similar way. There's a beautiful episode in Srimad Bhagavatam, how Krishna related to every personality at the same time. He related to every single living being at the same time. That's a beautiful chapter. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Have you seen that beautiful painting of Vrindavan where there will be a lot of cows? And on top of the cows, there will be this hand symbol, red color print of hand printed on all the cows. That I don't know whether you have noticed. So every day Krishna will go and ask Mother Yashoda, can I go and graze cows? All the elderly people are going for grazing. Can I also go? And every day Mother will deny, telling him that you are not even the height of a calf. How are you going to graze the cow? You are so chota bacha, not even a calf's height. How do you go? So every day Krishna will paint his hand with kumkum and he will go and check his height whether he is up to the calf. Every day he will put a sign on the calf and he will check whether I am up to the calf, And one day he realized he is equal to the size of calf and he started doing big this Allah. I want to go and graze the calves, I want to go and graze the cows, and finally Mother Yashoda agreed. So the Supreme Lord whom we are worshipping, whose name we are chanting every day, is a cowherd boy. Very happily he will graze cows. And one day when he went for grazing, there was Brahma, the supreme deity of this material world, who created everything in this universe. Even Brahma got confused. Then there was this small 6-year-old boy. Is he the same boy who is in Vaikuntha, in Goloka, the Supreme Lord? Is this Krishna, that same Krishna, the original God, up in Goloka? Some strange confusion Brahma had. Luckily in Kali Yuga we don't have that kind of confusion, because many of us don't believe in God at all. That has become a fashion. People don't believe in God. So Brahma had a completely typical confusion whether that Supreme Lord who is in Goloka is the same 6-year-old boy roaming and grazing cows in Vrindavan. So he wanted to test the Supreme Lord. So what he did? First he came and kidnapped 9 lakh cows and hid them in a cave. Then again he came and took 1,000 Gopa boys and hid them in the cave. So he kept them in the cave, and for a short time he went to his planet and came back. But the problem is the time zone is different. Brahma's time is different, Deva's times are different, human time is different, and the insects' times are different. I don't know whether you have seen the tiny fly during monsoon, rainy season. At the evenings you can see this tiny fly going around your light and bulb at home, and within 2-3 hours you will see them all lying on the ground. That fly lives only for 3 hours. According to that fly, it is 100 years. But we know the fly lives only for 3 hours. It has taken birth, it has gone to school, college, got married, became father, died. Everything happened in 3 hours. For us, the life of that insect is just a joke. In the same way, our lives are joke for the Devas. Because Devas live like our 6 months is like 1 day for Devas. So 1 year is like 1 day and 1 night for Deva. And we live 60 years, just 60 days for Devas. That is all. Right? Everything. So they see within second day, he grows up, third day, he goes to school, fourth day, gets married, fifth day, fifth, sixth, died. So human life is just like few days for Devas. And in Brahma's 1 day, 14 times Devas take birth. Devas takes birth 14 times. That Brahma is equal to 1 breath of Vishnu. It's very confusing. This world is mammoth, massive, beyond the human perception and intelligence. What we can see is a small purview within our senses. Have you seen the trail of ants crawling up in the wall? There will be a trail of ants. And some ants will be climbing from the top, some will be climbing from the bottom, and the ants will be doing something like this. And after a couple of minutes, they will steal one big laddu and going. Do they have a teamwork? Yes. Do they have communication between them? Yes. Can you listen to the communication? No. Because I can't understand that communication, can I say the ants are not communicating? It's utter nonsense. So what we see is just some things within our purview, but there are so many things happening beyond our purview. This creation is massive. In Bhagavatam, Brahma says, I am just a tiny fraction of an atom. If the nature changes, one shifts one gear, the whole planet is over. In Bhagavatam, Kunti Maharani is praying, Japatira Maya Nirjananga Hare. Maya will be watching us for a long time, the material nature. When she gets irritated, one tappad, that's all. The whole planet will get washed. That is all human in front of nature. But still, how much egoistic we are. Once an astrologer told a man that you should be very careful with oil. Malayalam dosha. Your dosha is in oil. You have to be very careful with the oil. Astrologer told him. So he went to his wife and said, no more oil at home hereafter. No coconut oil, no gingery oil, no mustard oil, no oil. No drops, not a single drop of oil in any of the cooking. And the wife said, what is this? This is crazy. Children are there, we have to cook nice sweet meats. Stop it. No more oil. So his house was free from oil. There was no oil in the kitchen, right? Then he went for a grocery shop and there was 2 drops of oil spilled on the ground. He slipped, he fell down and died. Finished. Right? Whatever is supposed to be happening will definitely, no human being, no living beings can change the course of nature. If I am surrendered to the Supreme Lord, I can minimize the effect. That is all. So, Brahma had a strange confusion. He took over all the 1,000 calves and 9 lakh calves and 1,000 gopas and hid them in a cave. Then he came back after a moment. For him it was a moment, but in the material Vrindavan, material city village Vrindavan, it has become 1 year. But what happened in that 1 year? This mysterious Supreme Lord, who is the master of all the 14 planetary systems, who controls the moving and non-moving things, who controls the mortal and immortal, who is the master of 33 crores of Devi Devatas. He expanded, the Lord expanded himself into 1,000 gopas and 9 lakh cows. And every day these gopas and the cows are going back home. And the gopis were feeling so much of love seeing their children. Their love was increasing day by day. Why they were experiencing so much of love? Because it's not, the babies are not their children. It is expansion of Krishna. Every day they were loving Krishna and the reciprocation is so sweet. They got so attached to the children, even the cows were attached to the calves. Every Brajvasi was very deeply worshipping Krishna, very deeply praying to Krishna, very deeply attached to Krishna. As a reciprocation, as a result, Krishna became the son
of every single gopi in Vrindavan for one full year. He became the son of every single Brajvasi for one full year. Not only Brajvasis, he became the calves of every single cow in Vrindavan. Only Lord could reciprocate in that way. So whatever kind of devotion we have, whatever number of rounds we chant, if you do it very sincerely, take it down, Lord will be reciprocating with you personally. He has got a very deep personal connection with each and every living entity. And nobody can check that relationship. Nobody can question that relationship. From here, around 150 kilometers, there is a town called Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu. And there is a very famous temple, Krishna's temple, where Krishna is called Chorki Raja. Kalvar Perumal. Lord is called Choroki Raja. Very strange name. That's how people worship him there. Krishna is named Choroki Raja. Because in that town, that village, there was a chor thief. He will come every day to temple and pray to Krishna. Krishna, I'm going to steal in house number 13. Please protect me. Very nice thief. Every day he will go and pray, and he will steal, and nobody will catch him. And he's a very good thief. Next day he will come and give 50% to the Lord. They were having some kind of a limited company. You know, आधा तो भगवान को दे देंगे, भोग चढ़ा देंगे, 50% he will drop it, won't be give it off. And next day he will come, my Lord, I am going to steal in house number 15, please protect me. And Lord will protect him also, and very sincerely he will offer 50%. Some kind of understanding was going on. And the complaints, the disturbance in the village grew up so much, it reached the attention of the king. And king employed many soldiers, increased the number of soldiers, used all kinds of tricks to get the thief. But nobody could catch them. Because Krishna is protecting them. So from the next day, king also came to the temple and started praying, my Lord, please help me to get this thief, catch this thief. Morning the thief will pray, evening the king will pray. Every day this was going on, and Lord was in a very big confusion. Now whom I should support, the thief or the king? But an amazing thing happened. Lord personally assumed the form of thief, in the disguise of the thief, went and got himself caught in front of the king. The king thought the thief, this is the thief, and tied him to the pole, and the king ordered he should be whipped 1,000 times with the lash, with the whip, lashing 1,000 times with the whip. But the original thief was happily roaming somewhere else, and he got to hear the news and was wondering, I am happily roaming here. Whom did the king catch? Let me go and see who is that person getting beatings for in my place. So the thief went there and he could see the person who is getting the beatings is not the thief, Lord himself. So that was like deeply piercing the thief's heart. He was like a shivering, crying. He went in front of the Lord and said, Lord, why are you doing this? Why are you getting beatings? He told the king, my dear king, stop. He is not the thief, I am the thief. And the man in the pole is saying, my dear king, he is not the thief, I am the thief. And this is for the first time happening in the history. The king got completely confused. Two people are claiming to be thief. And finally the king inquired and realized the person whom he was beating was none other than the Supreme Lord. And the thief started crying, rolling on the ground, weeping, begging for mercy, and told the king, I told the Lord, why did you do this? I committed such a grievous sin that you wanted to protect a thief. You got beaten, and I committed sin. Why did you do this? And Lord very patiently told him, according to me, both of you are saved. You steal from me and he steals from you. There is no difference. Every living entity in this world is using the sunlight, earth, water, resources. Do we pay anything to God? We sincerely pay electricity to the government, water bill to the government, road tax to the government, but we pay zero, nothing to the Lord who has created water and the road and the planet and earth. Right? So the king, Lord told, my dear king, you are stealing from me and he is stealing from you. So according to you, to me, both of your things. Right? So that day, he realized a great philosophy and he donated his half of his kingdom to the thief. And thief has built this beautiful temple and named the Lord Choronki Raja. You know, the Lord of things. So even today that temple is there, very beautiful temple. So I try to say that Krishna has a very deep personal relationship with each and every one of you. And the Lord is very possessive about that relationship. If you pay attention and if you chant nicely, every day spend a few minutes praying, you will see that relationship builds very beautifully. And you can see Krishna face to face like you see anybody else. You can relate to the Supreme Lord, and that's what the great acharyas are doing. And this month is specially made for that. So Kartik month, no rules, no regulation. Krishna is all open and he is making himself available to every single devotee. Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama graciously dance because this is a day of festival, day of joy. You know, if you have some knee pain and all, it's okay, but otherwise it's good. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Right. Thank you for singing and dancing for the Lord. Correct. So now we cannot be seated. So on this auspicious month, devotees like to welcome Lord, the Lord's incarnation in literary form, Srimad Bhagavatam, to their homes. So we would like His Excellency Prabhu to bless them with Bhagavatam sets for those devotees. So I'd like to call upon Rabbi Mataji and Gaurav Prabhu to receive Bhagavatam set. Please come to the stage. Next, I'd like to provide. Prabhuji also has been waiting fervently for Bhagavatam. Rahul. Lord, very good. Very Krishna. And then we have Sajala Mataji. She has been doing vast Bhagavad Gītā, and she was inspired to take up the reading of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, on the similar lines, anybody want to receive Bhagavatam? If there is a such a Prabhu, they can avail this opportunity. They can even take Prabhupada Vinam. It's like book Bhagavatam, person Bhagavatam. So anybody want to avail this opportunity, we are open to that. We have no copies. Please feel free to contact us or help us. Yeah, thank you all. So now the most auspicious event, offering lamb to the Lord. Okay. So Prabhu, so I think we'll press our hand.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. We will start with the prayers and have some announcements from Mataji. Let's start. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyadeshikare. Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurvishena. Namo Brahmanadevaya Go Brahmanitaya Jagat Pitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Damodara, when we have all got the opportunity to offer our love to Shri Krishna Lord Damodara, and it's all possible because of GYC Gītā Yoga Center. Gītā Yoga Center conducts programs every Saturday. So it's basically a place where we learn Bhagavad Gītā, we understand the basics of Bhagavad Gītā. So, it's an opportunity for us to gain the wisdom that Lord Shri Krishna had actually explained it to Arjuna. So, Gītā Yoga Center for all of the new devotees, just wanted to share that we conduct programs every Saturday. There's a small Bhagavad Gītā class, and there are throughout the year. It's a very engaging, center. We conduct so many festivals. We have a regular preaching that happens, and that happens because of the commitment and the dedication, the hard work of all the devotees. We have 3 sessions going on at this point of time. At Portioner's apartment, there is a book reading on Bhagavad Gītā that goes every once a week on Saturday. If you are interested to attend that, you can just check it from the help desk from the query counter. There's an online session that happens every Sunday. Basically, there are 2 sessions. One is Discover Yourself, and other is on the basics of Bhagavad Gītá. That happens online every Sunday through the dedication of all the devotees who are joined with GYC. We are able to have these sessions at the comfort of sitting in our home. Other festivals that there are so many festivals that we enjoy throughout the year in GYC, and it's only possible because of the dedication and the support of all the regular devotees who come there and spend so much time for the benefit of all of us. So, others, like I said, every Saturday we have a Bhagavad Gītā session followed by Prashadam. Around 50 devotees come and attend this session every Saturday. And then this year we celebrated Rath Yatra. Basically, there was 3 Rath Yatras that were organized, so we got a chance to participate in the Rath Yatra of Trivandrum. There was also one in Kolam, and all the GYC devotees, they came together and they combined their efforts to prepare sweets for the Kolam Rath Yatra. We also celebrated Jagat Yatra, Judan Festival, and yes, we are all here together to celebrate Kartika month, Damodara month. Apart from that, we do book distribution throughout the year. This year we have distributed around 50,000 worth books, and it's only possible because of the inspiration that we get from our senior devotees. Thanks to Jagat Sākṣī, Sushant Prabhuji, Sohar Gopal Prabhuji, and Vishal Prabhuji, and all the devotees who come on the Saturday program will take out time. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Thank you. It's my humble request to the new devotees who have come here today to please go and inquire from the inquiry counter and become a part and join this association. We all together can actually progress in this spiritual journey. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So there are certain announcements to be done. First of all, I would like to know is new in this session. Somebody have come new? Yes, please stand up. Please stand up. Yeah. Can you please loudly chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for them? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
I think you all have the sheets now. So that sheet contains Damodara in English and Malayalam. So you can follow using Damodara. And you can follow the lines. And while you're singing, you can come form a line. They will give you Līla. You can come to the Lord and actually offer 7 times or you can, if you know the proper meaning of right, so generally 7 times. You can offer the Lord Tulsinga Prabhu to the Lord of the school of us. And then you can kindly take the tears over there. You can tears you can keep all this. And you go take obeisance and you can go back and take prasad downstairs. Take prasad over here. So please, you can form a line and Mother should help you. Thank you.